What's up, guys? July 20th, 2025, Sunday. A full slate of Major League Baseball on deck, and I've got 8 bets ready to go, and I'm going to explain my reasoning for all 8 of those in this video. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. First game, San Francisco Giants at the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Robbie Ray for the Giants against Jose Barrios for the Blue Jays. First off, I think that the Giants have the better starting pitcher in this ball game. Robbie Ray has been really solid all year long. I trust him in this environment on the road against the Blue Jays. He's had success against that lineup. The only guy in the Blue Jays lineup with good numbers against Ray is George Springer. And that does, that's concerning, but it's just one guy. And then on the other side, the Giants have had success against Barrios. Chapman's got 2 homers against Barrios. Devers has a couple homers against Barrios. Adames has a homer against Barrios. Adames hit 2 homers in the ballgame on Saturday between these 2 teams. So I think the Giants have a route to success against Jose Barrios. I also think the Giants have the better bullpen in this matchup. So also, the Blue Jays are in first place in the National League East for the first time in a very long time. They have 3 home games coming up against the New York Yankees, who are right on their heels, obviously. That's going to be the next 3 games for the Blue Jays. So this is a pretty meaningless game for Toronto. It's against the Giants, a non-league opponent, an interleague game. This doesn't have much implications other than just the one game it is. I think this is a good spot for them, personally. I'm on the Giants money line here at -110. I know that the whole world is probably going to be on the Blue Jays. It's going to be a popular bet early morning. Everybody's going to want to take the Blue Jays. They've been really hot. The Giants offense has been terrible, but I think there's a route to success for this Giants offense against Barrios. And I think that this Blue Jays offense is going to struggle against Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray has pitched very well all year. He's got good numbers against this Blue Jays lineup. So give me the Giants money line at -110 as my first play of the day. Moving on, we're going to head to Washington, where the San Diego Padres are taking on the Washington Nationals. This is a great pitching matchup. Nick Pivetta for the San Diego Padres against Mackenzie Gore for the Washington Nationals. Boy, 2 pitchers that have been dealing all year long. They're in form right now against 2 lineups that I don't necessarily love. I mean, the Padres on the road, not great. I think Gore is going to pitch very well against them. He did shut them down like a week ago, so I feel very good about Mackenzie Gore in this situation going up against the Padres. On the other side, Nick Pivetta against this Nationals lineup, he shut them down about a week ago as well. Both these pitchers have pitched very well against the opposing lineups very recently. And so Pivetta, I think he's going to pitch well against this Nationals lineup yet again. Padres bullpen is fully ready to go. All the big dogs in that bullpen are ready to go. Suarez, Morejon, Jason Adam, Jeremiah Estrada, they're all going to be available tomorrow. Give me the under 8 in the San Diego Padres at the Washington Nationals in Washington here on Sunday, July 20th. I think that both of these starting pitchers are going to pitch great. And I think, honestly, both these offenses are not anything to write home about. So you also have the Padres bullpen, which is one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball. So give me the under 8 at -110 in the San Diego Padres at the Washington Nationals. Now moving on to my third bet here on Sunday, July 20th. We're going to head to Atlanta. It's the New York Yankees at the Atlanta Braves. Marcus Stroman for the New York Yankees against Grant Holmes for the Atlanta Braves. I think that we're going to see runs here. We saw both bullpens get used heavily in the ballgame on Saturday between these 2 teams. It was a high-scoring affair. The Yankees came back. They were down by 5 runs. They were able to get the comeback victory, winning a high-scoring game 12-9. Grant Holmes is coming off a pretty bad start his last time out. He has pitched well all year for the most part, but he's coming up against the hottest lineup in Major League Baseball. This New York Yankees team is scoring runs at will right now, and I think he's running into a buzzsaw. So I think the Yankees get to Grant Holmes, and this Braves bullpen is pretty spent. They used up a lot of their guys the last 2 days, and I don't think they're going to have a lot of their top guys available in the bullpen. So I think the Yankees are going to score, a really solid amount of runs tomorrow, or here on July 20th. As for the Braves against Marcus Stroman has pitched better since coming back from his injury. I still think the Braves are going to be able to get to him. I don't think all that highly of Marcus Stroman. And this Yankees bullpen is not very good, and they're also pretty taxed. So give me the over 9.5 in the New York Yankees at the Atlanta Braves at -115. I think we're going to see another high-scoring game. The over is cashing at a ridiculous rate in these Yankees ball games over the last 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. I mean, they are scoring runs at a ridiculous rate right now. So, yeah, I think we see runs from both sides. I don't like either starting pitcher in this situation, and I honestly don't like either bullpen as well. And I think the Braves their offense is much better at home. I think they're going to be able to score runs tomorrow. The Yankees are one of the best offenses in baseball, period. They're going to score runs tomorrow. Over 9.5 at -115 in the Yankees at the Braves. Moving on to my fourth pick here on Sunday, July 20th. It's going to be the Cincinnati Reds at the New York Mets. Andrew Abbott for the Cincinnati Reds against David Peterson for the New York Mets. This is a pretty solid pitching matchup. Two great left-handed pitchers. Andrew Abbott has been dealing this year. 2.07 ERA, 8-1 record. And the Mets have struggled against lefties. That has been a trend all year long. The Mets have not done great against lefties. Think about the Mets lineup. Brandon Nimmo, lefty. Juan Soto, lefty. Brett Beatty coming up. He's a lefty. Let's see. Jeff McNeil's a lefty. So, good amount of lefties in that Mets order that are going to be neutralized by Andrew Abbott. David Peterson has pitched very well at home all year. I don't think he's had a bad start at home all year. You'd have to go back quite a while to find that bad start if there is one. He's been pitching really well at home all year long. And the Reds struggle against left-handed pitching. They've struggled against lefties. So I think this is a game where both teams are going to struggle to score runs. Give me the under 8.5 in the Cincinnati Reds at the New York Mets at -120. I think both starting pitchers are primed for a great outing. 8.5 just seemed too high for me in this game. And so, yeah, give me the under 8.5 at -120 in the Reds at the Mets here on Sunday, July 20th. Now, moving on to my next pick. It's going to be the Athletics at the Cleveland Guardians at Progressive Field. Jeffrey Springs, a left-handed pitcher, is pitching for the Athletics. Gavin Williams, a righty, going for the Cleveland Guardians. I think the Athletics have the better starting pitcher in this matchup. I rate Springs a little bit higher than Gavin Williams. And also the Guardians have been horrible against left-handed pitching all year long. Their offense has started to tick up a little bit these last couple weeks, but let's see them continue to do that here in this spot at home. I want to see them prove it to me. I think the Guardians have a much better bullpen than the Athletics. I do. But I think the offense is, honestly, the Athletics, I think, have a better offense than the Guardians. I really do. That's the saddest thing for Guardians fans, that they have to hear that the Athletics have a better offense than them. But I truly believe that. So I think the Athletics have the starting pitching edge. I think they have the offense edge. I think the bullpen goes to the Guardians, but I think the Athletics are undervalued here. +120, Athletics all day. Athletics money line +120. I think it's a really good bet at that plus money price. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be on in this ball game here on Sunday, July 20th. Now moving on to my next bet. It's going to be the Kansas City Royals at the Miami Marlins. Chris Bubich, a lefty, going up against Jansen Junk for the Marlins, a righty. Bubich, of course, for the Royals. Bubich was having a great year this year. He was an all-star. He's been in form. He's been pitching really well. Miami has struggled against lefties all year long. Miami does not hit lefties very well. They got shut down by Nick Lodolo recently. I think Bubic is primed to pitch very well in a pitcher-friendly ballpark in Miami against a team that struggles to hit against left-handed pitching. The Royals' bullpen is also very strong, one of the strongest bullpens in Major League Baseball to this point. Jansen Junk has pitched very well this year. He has surprised everybody, including me. He's pitching very well. He's at home. He has yet to have a bad start. He's pitching even better at home. So the Royals' offense is nothing to write home about. I think Jansen Junk pitches very well in this spot. I think Bubic pitches well. I think the bullpens for both sides will be able to pitch well as well, Kansas City especially. And I don't love either offense in this spot. So give me the under 8 at -120 in the Kansas City Royals at the Miami Marlins here on that one. Now moving on to my next pick. Okay, it's going to be the Los Angeles Angels at the Philadelphia Phillies. Jose Soriano for the Angels against Ranger Suarez for the Phillies. Soriano is in a really bad form right now. He's been struggling really badly recently. I don't trust him here. He's going up against a hot Phillies lineup on the road. I mean, the Phillies at home have been on fire. They've done well all year long. The Phillies score runs at home. Soriano is not in form. I think the Phillies are going to have no problem putting runs on the board tomorrow. The Angels' bullpen is one of the worst in Major League Baseball as well, just to add to that point. On the other side, Ranger Suarez is just absolutely shoving. This guy is sick. I love Ranger Suarez. He is a really good left-handed pitcher in this league. And the Angels don't impress me all that much. Now, I know they've started to score a bunch of runs recently, but I think Suarez pitches very well here. I think the Phillies are going to win this game easily. I think they have the advantage everywhere. I think they have the better starting pitcher. I think they have the better lineup. And I think they also have the better bullpen. So give me the Phillies -1.5 at +120. Plus money here today. Phillies -1.5 in the Los Angeles Angels at the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. Okay. I have one more I want to talk about. One more bet here for this, July 20th, Sunday. The Milwaukee Brewers at the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jose Quintana, a lefty for the Brewers, going up against, of course, one of the greatest of all time, Clayton Kershaw, another lefty for the Dodgers. These two guys both pitched against these teams about a week ago. And both pitched pretty well. Quintana shut down the Dodgers. Kershaw was able to limit the Brewers. So this Dodgers team is really cold, man. They're like 2-8 in their last 10. I mean, they're one of the coldest teams in Major League Baseball. This Brewers team is the hottest team in Major League Baseball right now. They've won now 9 games in a row. They are rolling. I think these two starting pitchers are both pretty equal. I think it's an even matchup in terms of starting pitching. I think the Brewers have a better bullpen. And I think the Brewers have the hotter lineup right now. They were showing the Dodgers stats over the last 10 games on the broadcast today in terms of hitting. It's terrible. I mean, this Dodgers offense, they have big names, but they're cold. They are ice cold at the plate right now. Brewers are red hot. So give me the red hot Brewers at +120 on the money line. That is great value for me. I'm sorry, actually, no, not +120. +131. Brewers money line at +131. It is phenomenal value for me. They've won 9 in a row. The Dodgers are ice cold. Brewers money line. So just to recap all my picks, I just went through 8 picks for Sunday, July 20th here in Major League Baseball. We've got the Giants money line at -110 to kick off the day. Okay. And then we're going to head over to Washington. We've got the under 8 at -110 in the San Diego Padres at the Washington Nationals. We've got the Phillies minus 1.5 at plus 120 in the Los Angeles Angels at the Philadelphia Phillies. We've got the over 9.5 at minus 115 in the New York Yankees at the Atlanta Braves. We've got the under 8.5 at minus 120 in the Cincinnati Reds at the New York Mets. We've got the Athletics money line at plus 120 in the Athletics at the Cleveland Guardians. We've got the under 8 at minus 120 in the Kansas City Royals at the Miami Marlins. And we've got the Brewers money line at plus 131 in the Milwaukee Brewers at the Los Angeles Dodgers. So those are my 8 picks for Major League Baseball on July 20th, Sunday here in 2025. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck out there, guys. And as always, stay safe and see you next time.